What, an 18 scale-ish Capra on the bench today? So my goal is to kind of go through this rig and do a full build-up series. I want to get out on the rocks, completely stock remote, stock truck, stock battery, see what it can do on some of my local trails, see what it struggles on, see what it excels on, and then find the stuff where it really struggles and then see what we need to do to progress past those points. So one of our first upgrades we have already in store is the Reefs RC 299 LP. This is putting out 313 ounces of torque at 8.4 volts. After that, or along with that, we have the new Holmes Revolver V2 380 can 2000 kV motor. And we picked up his super tiny ultra quiet ESC to go with that. That's the first combo we're running here. We picked up a few of the friction recoil shocks here. I picked up the 75 millimeter, 80 millimeter size. We'll see if these are gonna work. They're way oversprung for this rig. I know that going into it, but there's plenty of spring options out there we can work on to see if we can get this rig tuning a little bit better. I have trio front portal boxes coming from it. I have 2 sets of wheels coming for it, 3 sets of tires coming for it. We have 155s, 19s, and 2 sets of 19s to see what's gonna work in this combo package. Also, in the future, maybe we make a scale truck out of it. I got a couple ideas, so let's see what happens. All right, guys, Saturday morning, we're heading to a local crawl spot. We have the Axial Mini with us. We're about to see what it can do in its stock form before we start all of our upgrades. Well guys, after several attempts, we made it up. Hopefully in the next video with all of the upgrades, we'll be able to make it up one of these two lines. All right, guys, we are back from our Axial 1/18 scale Capra first run. First impressions after the trail run, I am quite impressed. I did not expect this rig to do a lot of the things that it did. As you just watched in the video, it made it up some stuff. I didn't think it would make it up. We went across some stuff. I didn't think it would make it up. The 10 scale servo in the front end is a big plus for me in this rig. It threw around these tiny 155s like they were nothing. I got it wedged up a couple times. It got out of it every single time. The suspension started to liven up just a little bit. You know, you could see when you got that tipping point, it was nice and slow, so you could bring it back down. It made corrections really good. I think for the first time in history, I think a stock truck has too much drag brake. I mean, I feel like it's real twitchy when it gets locked up on that drag brake. I'd like a little less, but it's the first time I've ever said that about a stock rig. Overall, I'm quite impressed with how well this rig did. Looking at a lot of the reviews and a lot of the videos I saw, I was like, man, I like the size of this thing, but it's gonna need a ton of upgrades. So as you saw, like I went out, bought a ton of stuff. I got more stuff coming. After running it, I don't think it needs much. I think a little shock tuning here and there. There was a couple situations where foams in the tires would have been nice. You know, I got a little bit of that hop through the system, and a nice foam in there would have been good. If they were bead locks, I'd put a foam in it and still run them. I thought they had a decent amount of traction. As you see in the video, we made it up some stuff. I didn't think it would make it up. I don't think most people would think it would make it up. I got about an hour 10, hour and 15 out of the stock battery. I think that's more than enough. I had one out of my old Losi Mini T. So I was able to get about 2.5 hours of crawling in this morning on this little truck. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how well it did. I think our next round of upgrades are, I'm gonna throw the servo in just because I have it here. And then I'm gonna work on the shock package, doing a little tuning, see if I can make the piston holes a little bit bigger, see what they look like inside. Maybe they need a little bit of grease, but just something to liven them up a little bit. If I can't get them to the point where I like them, then I'm probably gonna go in and switch over to a new shock package. But overall, I think it's a great truck. If you're looking for something in this size, whether you think it's 18 scale or not, I would highly recommend picking this up and having a good time. I think the price point of $250 is super reasonable for what you get for this rig. So if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments below. Other than that, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Please like and subscribe if possible.